Okay, I had to stop the last video and now I'm starting again. I wanted to speak to some of the guys who are building on Shane's Sherman tank build. I want to make this quick video, maybe not very quick, but I want to make a video to point out a few things that I've learned over the years working with Sherman tanks and building them and looking at them for millennium that can change up a little bit and makes it a little bit better build. And you don't have to always go with exactly like they show. One of the things I found throughout the years is that tracks. People lose their minds over the directional track, which way the track is running constantly. Now, granted, they're supposed to go one way. Agreed. Everybody will agree to that. That ordinance in the ordinance books, yes, they're supposed to be going in this one certain way. Now, fortunately, I've found many photos of Sherman tanks when they either were replacing the track with when they were broken or worn out, they would replace them and would have a brain fart, but you'll see that the track is running in two different directions on the directional pads of the track. So yeah. Now this is a Panda workable track that I had on a burned out Sherman. I've been tearing Sherman tanks apart like crazy just to get more room, because I'm building a pretty good size Africa Core diorama and I need the space. But that's my problem. But what I wanted to do is I'm going to show you guys some of the things I've learned. If it helps anybody, great. If it doesn't, I just hope somebody enjoys the video. Everybody's been pumping them out so much that I like to do it. Am I a video king or video nut? No, I don't have the skills yet to even want to go and put it on. I have the regular cameras. I have everything. Michael Cohen taught me. I watched his videos. He got rid of it. I don't know whatever happened to him, but he made some great videos that I followed to learn how to do it. But then he quit. I was kind of a shock, but anyway, that's my problem. Anyhow, this is my quick thing to help people with Sherman tanks. The vents on the back do not have to always go forward. They will go down. They'll be in a lock position, closed off. They'll be in the up position going forward, and they can go backwards. So you don't always have to have them in that one position. They can go to the back of the vehicle. But if you see every Sherman ever built, that's what it is. And let me show you this real quick. Pardon my use of nothing, because I don't have a pointer or anything. Wait, there we go. These handles, these grab handles, these grab handles, you can leave them just like that. Sherman tanks, the grab handles fell down and they were in holes, and you would pick them up, and that's how they would stand up, and that's how you got them to work. But 90% of the time, what you're seeing is the way they actually sat on a Sherman tank, always in the down mode. You don't have to make wire handles to hold the damn thing up. They go down. That's their job. So you can make those. I was going to cut a hole in the top and add the gunner's hatch, but decided against that because I got plenty of parts, just too damn lazy. Trucks, shoes, wheels, the bogies can always be different. You can always put a solid wheel with a spoked wheel, with an open wheel, and a welded wheel on a Sherman tank, they put on what they had at the depot. They did not give a rat's butt about certain things. And the reason I'm talking about this is because I have a Sherman tank that I worked on and stopped, but I wanted to show that, okay, this is the one I was building for my Marine Corps. Malay, I think it was Malaya or the Philippines. Anyway, this is actually what the track looks like on this particular vehicle, or one of these particular vehicles. They get worn out, they get chewed off, and they're destroyed. The rubber gets knocked off of it, and this is what you're going to get. This is what happens to it. It's just a fact of life. I love this. These are also Panda tracks, and they're the worn track. And I love these. They just really pop. They make the Sherman tank pop, and it makes it look more operational. Now, granted, I still got to polish to get the rust off of there because I went rust nuts when I was building this track. And I thought, hey, you know what? I'm going to put some of those in there, and then I put some putty in the center of them to cause them to look worn out and knocked off. Then I'm trying to find that. I did that, and which made it a much nicer build. I add those are resin casemate numbers. Now I get those from Archer. You cannot go wrong. They're fantastic. Now this tank has gone through a myriad of transformations. I love this tank. I truly enjoyed the shit out of this one, and I've taken my time on it so much that I'm never gonna. I improve and change and set up and do different things on it that hopefully soon enough it'll get done. It's just a matter of time. And I've held it so much I've worn the paint off of it, and then I spilled paint all over when I was darkening up the trunks, and they had it too runny. Whatever. I'm trying to get it up in there to splash it up inside. Dust. I don't know if this one has it. Yes, it does. Okay, you see that little black dot right underneath the engine crank? That little dot is on every Sherman tank that's ever been made. That's how they cranked over the engine. If they couldn't get it to electrically start, they still could turn the engine over. A lot of Sherman tanks don't even have that on there. But if you're taking it to a show, I can guarantee somebody will point that out. Also, I did the screens, and I turned these backwards again because, like I said, this is the way. In fact, when I found this years ago, it was something else. But see that little notch right there? I made that one on this tank because it didn't come with it. But that has to be on there because see this rod here? That's actually what gets shoved down in that hole to turn the engine over. And then I put that. Come on, bitch. There we go. Nope. See that? That's a marking from him. I love these markings. I've been having, like I said, problems with it because there's some things I want to change up and do. One day I'm going to finish it. I will never stop not liking this one. I knocked this off and moved it forward, so I got to clean up the back. And I did what I tell people to stop doing all the time is I keep wiping away the weld seam. This, when you see that ridge between here and there, and there's like a seam on any Sherman, that is actually the weld seam. These turrets are welded together. They don't come in like a complete formed shape. You're looking at what you get. So yeah, the hell is that? Yeah. So I gotta put that weld seam back on there. I can't believe that pisses me off. Didn't even know I did it until when I was doing this video. I found it, and I was like, "What the hell?" This is Formations. Right here, that's Formations siren. I put on the Edward photo etch screens, covers, and things like that. I love them. I had to build up this myself. This is my own. I don't know if you can see that or not. This periscope. You see that? And all that's because they don't have all this in certain Dragon kits. You don't get all the goodies. Then I added the brackets, and then there's some more of the numbering on the turret. Those are actual numbers. I looked them up. Those are actual tank numbers. When I look at when I would look at turrets, that's what I found. This was another one I was working on that I will not get rid of. You see the weld seam? Those are actually, exactly what's on a Sherman tank. Some are so pronounced you can see where they wiped when they were welding it. They would wipe the steel up using, I don't know what the hell, the arc welding must be horrendous on it. God, look at the dust. But I will not get rid of this. I will fix this back up because there's some things I want to do. Forget where I was going to add this to, but there was something I was going to add to, and I built my own sandbags. I'm trying to see. Yeah, these are Panda Tracks with duckbills, and you got to buy all of them together. But I love the Panda Track for Sherman tanks. They really do come out well. Anyway, that's where that's at. Quick note, Azuka. I wanted to add a metal barrel to it. Unfortunately, nobody in the I'm not sure about who is it who might make a better metal barrel, more accurate 75mm gun, because a lot of these guys aren't like, okay, the plastic ones that come in the kit are actual. These are what they're good. They actually fit and they work. I just and I can make this round. I just don't feel like it. I'm tired of this shit. I just want to be able to drop in a metal barrel and be done with it. But anyway, it was too short. So I cut the barrel off, and I added this little sleeve to this one because it's too short. And then I made it to where it would fit in there just good enough to hide the back. This could stick all the way out, and I mean all the way out to that lip. So that's why that's like it is. And now I get to use the metal barrel. The reason I'll show you is this is from the Barrel Depot. And if you read, it says 75mm gun M4 Sherman tank. That gun is so short, it barely fits on a Lee or a Grant tank. It is that short. Now, I measured it up. I have another one of them here. I was going to put on, here it is. I was painting it. I put that metal stuff on it and sprayed it down. Where is it? It's in my drawer. Anyway, it helps paint adhere to steel or metal or aluminum or whatever. But anyway, I doctoring this one up because I want to use it on my Ming Lee tank that I got. But it's sad is that it's so short. I like the longer gun, but if you look at this is a short gun, that barrel, and it's even that way from RB Barrels. RB Barrels is a short short one. Now, he told me when I contacted him over it, he said that his was matched up with a Tamiya kit, and he didn't make them for everyone. But I don't know. Didn't use it, so I don't know. But I do have his bigger guns for. Well, this is a metal barrel of his on this Sherman here, and it's his metal barrel here on this Sherman here. It's dirty, but whatever. But yeah. So this is where I'm at, this update. But this is what I wanted to show people on the Sherman tank. There's some other things that you can learn. Like I've scratch built the hatches. The Commander Coppola. If you look inside of it, and you look, there's headrests in there. That's a locking bracket. This all swivels, and this is the locking mechanism to it. And if you don't have that in your box, I mean, you need that. Wow, look at the dust on that son of a bitch. Jesus. I hate rooms with... My kids got the vacuum rooms, the one air cleaners. I don't put one in here. And then there's my Africa Core builds that I've been working on and trying to get done. Believe it or not, the that Tamiya Panzer II right there in the picture, that's the one of my colors from another. What the hell's the name of that stuff? From a Panzer kit. Well, some kit. That's a wild color. Anyway, that's where I'm at. Blah 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 blah. All right. There you go. I don't know if that helped anybody because I don't know how. And I was watching Night Shift and he was explaining stuff, and he's right. You see those little holes, by the way? Those are drainage holes. If your Sherman doesn't have it, they need it because all Sherman tanks had those little holes. So I put those in there myself. But you need to add those on there. How do I do? Oh, I put numbers on the side too. I love those numbers. I really do. So anyway, I hope I helped somebody out with it. I'll have to clean up this, but I'm going to get back into working on it. Oh, this tow cable, I think is way too short. Or not short, too small. Does that look small to you? Does that look like that's too damn small? Because I have copper. Come on, work. I have copper. Look how big that looks, though. But which one do you think? That one? This tiny little bitch. I don't know. Somebody give me a help with that, and then I also have these. So if you think I ought to use that bigger one, these will go perfect with that little bit bigger one there. And I was going to make this knocked out, and I was going to use my knocked out tracks and put it on one side of it, and then put a hole right up front. That plate here is just to line up the travel lock mounting parts for the travel lock. So yeah, it's not there permanent. That's not belonging on that. And then there's my chewed up version of I didn't like how long the other one was, so I knocked it down. I might even knock it down to where it matches all of this one. I've seen one that has this type all the way across, and I seem to like that one better than I do the one I seen that was looking like this. I know they were all different. I know that they were, you know, some guy in the shop or out in the field was just welding for the hell of welding, but I don't know. I didn't like the way they looked, and I'm still not convinced. I might even take it down to that middle one size, because I've seen the ones there. Anyway, talk to you later. Everybody have a good night. Out.